Hello. Not sure if my mic is working. Is my mic working? Can you hear me?
All Financial, the majority of our loans close in just 10 business days. You're now at 240-308-5000 or chat with us online at callfirst.com. Did you know that financial service and repair?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
This is the September 1st, 2021 landlord-tenant docket for courtroom number 1. I am Judge Martin. If you are not here for a landlord-tenant matter, you are in the wrong courtroom. That is number 1. Number 2, we have a very busy docket this morning, excuse me, but the bulk of our cases being with a single law firm. What I will be doing this morning is taking the cases that are only 1 or 2. I'll be taking the parties that only have 1 or 2 cases. The law firm with the big stack of cases, I will take them, I'll kind of intersperse them, but I don't want people waiting until we're done with the 30 cases from one office.
Oh, wow.
Saying that so that you're ready when your case is called and we can get going. It's 8:58, our docket starts at 9 o'clock. I'm under the information from my secretary that there are match sets. So we will get going right now. We will start, hopefully, Mary Ann, if Crystal Anderson is present. No.
Yeah, I'm logged in.
Natalia Foster. Mr. Gorish.
Maybe not.
If I have not called your name, please do not respond as of yet. Again, Crystal Anderson or Natalia Foster. Mr. Gorish, my policy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Miss Foster is coming in right now.
Okay. Mr. Gorish, I was starting to say that my policy is 15 minutes. If Ms. Foster is here, do you need to speak with her?
I don't know that I need to in a breakout room. She made a Sarah application yesterday, I believe.
Thank you. Mr. Morton, is there someone else here from your law firm as well?
Yes, attorney Danielle Polly will be logging in as well.
Mary Ann is going to be moving you and your sorted tenants into breakout rooms if you need to speak with them. If you are aware of Sarah applications that have occurred since the August 25th hearings, let her know. We can pull those out and get those in queue to be stayed. You are the bulk of our docket. I'm going to take the people that are single cases or maybe two cases while you work through your list of cases, okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Foster. Ms. Foster,
Yes.
thank you, ma'am. This is 213462 LT Metro Point Apartments versus Natalia Foster.
Morning, Your
Yes.
Honor. Bruce Gorash on behalf of the plaintiff.
Ms. Foster, state your name for the record, please.
Natalia Foster.
Thank you. Mr. Gorish, how are we proceeding this morning?
Well, Your Honor, I just became aware that there was an application for Sarah assistance made, I believe yesterday. I don't know if Ms. Foster has an application number, but I assume that the court will adjourn it appropriately.
Ms. Foster, do you have your Sarah application number?
Yes, it was done a few days ago. The number is, sorry, where did I put the number? 1 second, let me slide it down so I can give you the number.
Mr. Gorish, do you have her contact information?
You know, I don't, Your Honor.
I have the number when you're ready.
Okay,
Yes.
It is 293-758.
okay.
Inasmuch as Ms. Foster has applied for COVID emergency rental assistance, this matter will be stayed pursuant to administrative order. The court clerk will send notice of that out. Ms. Foster, I would encourage you to provide all the documents requested for the application. If plaintiff does not receive payment, the stay can be lifted by his submission of a request to the court to lift the stay. Understood?
Understood. And I also will be making a payment today. I'm sorry, I couldn't
Anything
hear you.
else, Mr. Gorish?
Not on this case, no, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Foster?
No,
You're all set, ma'am. Have a good day.
thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gorish, I don't see your other case, the Anderson case. Give me about 12 minutes. At 9:15, I'll call the case and give you your default, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. This is 213108 LT Sharon Van Buren versus Nicole English Nelson.
Here. Good morning, Your Honor.
Here, state your name, please.
Sharon Van Buren. Here, Nicole Nelson.
This matter is scheduled for a second hearing on a complaint to terminate tenancy. Have you had an opportunity to speak to one another?
No.
Would that be helpful?
No. I've tried reaching out to her, Your Honor, and have not received any response, as well as my lawyer was unable to come today due to having a pre-scheduled mediation. She's the same lawyer.
Who is your lawyer?
Jackie Tice.
We do not have Tice.
Yeah, Tice. She's working with my.
We do not have an appearance from any attorney on your behalf.
I know she was unable to do it due to already having something scheduled in such short notice. She's also handling my child custody case with my ex-husband.
What is she? So have you signed a retainer agreement with her to represent you in this matter?
Not for this matter, no. I was unable to obtain another attorney due to not having the financial means and not being eligible for any assistance.
So what were you supposed to do this morning?
I was hoping that she would be able to come and represent me to discuss this matter more into detail, but she was not available.
That's not, ma'am, that's not answering my question. The question is, the attorney gave you some direction on what to do this morning, correct?
She did. Yes, she did.
What did she tell you to do?
Just basically come and explain my side of the story and see where we go from there.
If she asks you to explain your side, she's not representing you. I'm asking these questions to figure out if there is an attorney who's coming in
No, there's not, Your Honor.
and we should be expecting an appearance. Thank you.
No.
Ms. Van Buren, are you seeking to have your trial in this matter?
Yes, I am.
Do you have documents that you want the court to review and consider during the course of a trial?
Yes, I do. And I sent you a copy and I sent her a copy.
Is there anything else, any other documents that you want this court to consider?
The only thing is I went to the city of Belleville and I just got a copy of all the water that she used. And
Ms. English Nelson, are there any documents that you want this court to consider for a trial?
Yes, I do. And I was unaware that I was supposed to submit them. I have documentations of our text messages printed off with the agreement of a $50 water agreement, that was taking place in May of 2018.
Ma'am, no. Listen, there are 24 people waiting to be heard this morning, all scheduled at 9 o'clock, and the parties are not ready because they have not submitted their documents to the court. What we will be doing is adjourning this matter. Trial in this matter will be September 14th at 1 p.m. September 14th at 1 p.m. by Zoom.
September 14th. Okay.
Notice will be sent to you. Hold on. Notice will be sent to you. If there are documents that you want the court to consider, you need to copy them and either mail them to the court with a copy to the other side or bring them to the court. And there is a drop box out front. You don't even need to come in. There's a drop box that you can put your documents in with your name and case number on it.
Okay.
Anything else this morning, Ms. Van Buren?
no, ma'am.
Anything else, Ms. English Nelson?
No, ma'am.
We are all set. Have a good day. I will see you back here on the 14th at 1 p.m.
Thank you.
Have you seen Richard Herman or anyone? Oh, yep, I do. Thank you. Oh. Latasha Finley.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Finley, turn your video on. This is 212567 LT Waters Edge versus Latasha Finley. Appearances, please.
Morning, Carolyn Cohen, P49391, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Ms. Finley, state your name.
Latasha Finley.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled today for the plaintiff's request to lift the administrative stay that was entered pursuant to Sarah. The stay went in place back on June 30th. That was 63 days ago. Ms. Cohen, where do we stand this morning?
We got a request yesterday for an updated ledger. I reached out to Wayne Metro this morning to see if it was approved, and I have not heard back. Have you heard anything, Ms. Finley?
Actually got a call from them, and yesterday was the first time I'd heard from them since June 30th. And he said that everything was good and he would reach out to Rita here at the conference.
So Ms. Cohen, how do you wish to proceed this morning?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we adjourn? Could we adjourn for another week and let's see if this gets approved by Wayne Metro?
We actually can adjourn for 2 weeks. 9/14/2021 at 1 p.m. Marianne, I know, but I'm hoping that they get the update that resolves this matter. And Ms. Cohen, if you do resolve it prior, the court would be happy to enter a conditional dismissal or some other settlement agreement, or if you want to wait and bring it on the 14th.
Okay, thank you so much.
Anything else, Ms. Cohen?
No, that's all I have today. Thank you very much.
Anything else, Ms. Finley?
Ma'am, thank you.
See you on the 14th. Thank you. I saw Mr. Robinson. David Bogard. Nope. Mr. Robinson, have you been in touch with plaintiff's attorney?
Morning, Judge. Yes,
Morning.
I spoke with Mr. Bogart yesterday afternoon, and he had a probation violation hearing out in Macomb County at 8:30 that they were making him go to. Ironically, he asked if he could do a Zoom hearing, and they said no, but you can come here and we can give you a conference room and you can do the Zoom hearing from the conference room at the courthouse. He was a little bit frustrated, Judge. But he did call me and say that he may be running a little bit late. So I have had contact. Long-winded answer to your question, Judge, but.
I'm putting your file on the side when Mr. Bogart appears. I will recall the matter, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Herman. No. Oh, Mr. Joseph, good morning.
Good morning. It's great to see you. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Good to see you, sir. Angelique James. Angelique James.
Judge,
She's not here yet. I know. Mr. Joseph, my policy is 15 minutes. There are some unidentified people. Mary Ann's going to bring them in. And if it's your person, I'll put you in the breakout room. Otherwise, I'll start doing the default.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Morton, was that enough time with Mr. Sanders?
Yes, Your Honor. I was just emailing.
Nope. Don't start talking. Let Mary Ann do her job. Give me 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
The person that has the phone number 5717, can you hear me?
Yes,
What is your name, please?
Stacy.
Stacy what?
Oh, Stacy Ford. Sorry,
I'm sorry, what's the last name?
Ford.
F-O-R-D?
Yes, ma'am. And it's about Clifford Adams.
Oh,
So
are you here for a landlord-tenant hearing?
yes. So Clifford has to work, and there's 3 guys out with COVID of the employees. So he wasn't able to be on this call, and I helped him with the SIRA application. And he wants me to let you guys know that he has applied for SIRA, and he has the number, but it's still saying that the application has been received. And when we talked to the organization, they said they have so many people to get to.
Ma'am.
Oh, yes.
Are you on the case, or are you just helping the tenant?
I'm helping the tenant, ma'am.
Mary Ann, did you get the tenant's full name?
Yes, I did. It is Clifford Adams.
Correct.
The file number you have by chance, I don't have them in alphabetical
Yes,
order.
it is 21.
I see it. I'm
Got
sorry.
it.
I got it. Is everybody checked in now?
Yes.
There's one more person coming in that I don't know who it is.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sir, that has the number or the name Galaxy A21, you're walking around. What is your name, please?
Would that be me, ma'am?
No, I've got
No,
you.
the sir with the, no, the guy with the black jacket and the striped tie on. Unmute yourself, sir.
Michael Megas, how are you today, Your Honor?
Mr. Megas,
Yeah, hi.
you're not supposed to be back here.
I wasn't really supposed to. I'm paid in full. I don't know what's going on. Hey, you want to know
Then
something?
stop, no, stop, sir. No. Sit tight. Mary Ann's gonna rename you. We have a couple other things to tend to. I'll be back with you shortly, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is 213461 LT Metro Point Apartments versus Crystal Anderson.
Morning, Your Honor. Bruce Gorosh on behalf of the plaintiff. I don't see that Ms. Anderson is here. And this is a second hearing. We would ask for entry of a default judgment. I can put the proofs on if the court would like.
One second. This matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock. It's now 9:16 by the court's clock. There are no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room. I have called the name Crystal Anderson multiple times. Inasmuch as the defendant has failed to appear for this second hearing, Mr. Gorish, your rent to retain is how much?
$2,192, taxable costs of $164, for a total redemptive amount of $2,356. Plaintiff requests entry of a default judgment of possession only with a writ to issue after September 13th if not paid.
Again, Crystal Anderson. This matter was scheduled for 9, is now 9:17 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, default judgment shall enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant. Rent to retain of $2,192, cost of $164 for a total of $2,356. Writ to issue on or after September 13th. Anything else for you this morning, sir?
Nothing else, Your Honor, although what's the preferred method to get the judgment to the court? By email, by overnight?
Email is fantastic.
Okay, can you give me the email address, please?
If you look in your chat, Paige is going to send it to you, okay?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
You too, sir. Thank you. This is 213183 LT Southport Apartments versus Angelique James.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joe Joseph on behalf of the plaintiff.
Angelique James. This matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock. It's now 9:18 by the court's clock. The court has no unidentified persons in its virtual waiting room, has called the defendant's name multiple times. Mr. Joseph, how do you wish to proceed this morning?
Thank you. So just a little bit of background on this before I make my request. This matter was set on August 11th. I appeared and the defendant had advised that she would look into filing for SERA, but that she would start making payments on this. So it was adjourned naturally pursuant to the SERA protocol. On the 18th, we appeared. She had not filed as far as we were aware of. She could not connect to the audio at that time. And so the court just adjourned it till today's date. We still have no indication that a SERA application has been filed. Based on that, we are seeking a default judgment for possession. Total rent to retain $4,051 plus $154 in costs for a judgment total of $4,205 with a writ date as the 13th.
Thank you. This court does have notes that the defendant could not connect by Zoom at the last appearance. Notice was sent to the defendant to appear either by Zoom. There's a possibility for people to appear in person who are unable to connect to the technology. In any event, I've called the defendant's name multiple times and they are not present. Default judgment will enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant with rent to retain of $4,051, cost of $154 for a total of $4,205 with a writ date of September 13, 2021. Anything else, Mr. Joseph?
And if your staff could just chat me that email as well, we'll get that judgment right over to you guys.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Thank
good day.
You too.
Thank you. 213453 LT GI&I 9 Harbor Club property versus Mercedes Sterling and Shadrach Sterling.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney Ian Morton on behalf of, the Waverly and Harbor
Okay,
Club?
right back.
Who's here for
Hello.
Sterling?
Me and my brother.
Your name,
Yeah.
please.
Mercedes Sterling.
Shad Sterling.
I'm sorry, is Shadrach with you?
I'm here.
The court received a chat that there is a Sarah application. Mr. Morton.
Your Honor, I know I've had some previous communications as they're also a pending non-renewal, but based on the fact that this specific case is a non-payment and the fact that they have submitted a Sarah application, if I could just confirm the Sarah number on the record, that would be useful.
The number is 2959666.
295,966.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, then this matter will be stayed. As I want to be clear, there's also a pending non-renewal on this matter, but again, that's not before the court today. But my client may decide to move forward on that one alternatively, but this matter will be stayed then, Your Honor, we understand.
Ms. Sterling, Mr. Sterling,
Yes.
pursuant to Administrative Order 2020-17, and as much as the parties have applied for financial assistance through the Sarah program, this matter will be stayed. The court will send out notice of that stay. If for some reason plaintiff does not receive payment as provided, they can file a request to have the court reopen and reschedule the matter, saying that to encourage you to participate and submit whatever documents are requested for the Sarah application. Understood?
I believe I understand.
Thank you. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Morton?
No, Your Honor, and the Sterlings are open to be able to talk to me if they wish to discuss this matter further. I spoke to them both yesterday, so they have my contact information.
Anything else, Ms. Sterling? Anything else, Mr. Sterling?
Yes, I would have made a payment and paid off the account a month ago if the account had not been frozen. If the account were to be unfrozen, I would make a payment immediately. Is that something that can be done?
Mr. Sterling, the court has no control over the access being frozen. Mr. Morton has indicated that you have his contact information. I would suggest that you speak to his office or the leasing office offline, which means not in this particular hearing, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day. Thank you, sir. 213346 LT Rawsonville Woods versus Juan Sanders.
Your Honor, Your Honor, Attorney Ian Morton on behalf of Rawsonville.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
State your name for me, please, sir.
Juan Sanders.
Thank you. This is the day and time set for the second hearing in this matter. Mr. Sanders failed to appear on August 25th as directed, called the court the next day, and the matter was scheduled. Mr. Morton, you've had this opportunity to speak to Mr. Sanders this morning.
Yes, I did, Your Honor. I've spoken to him. He's advised me that he has applied for Sarah. He has given me that Sarah number. So we would move to have this matter be put in the state procedure.
Mr. Sanders, thank you for joining us so early this morning. It's much appreciated. Inasmuch as you have applied for financial assistance through the Sarah program, according to Administrative Order 2020-17, this matter will be stayed. The court will mail out notice of that stay to your attention. Please participate and submit whatever documents are required to complete your Sarah application. If your landlord does not receive payment from the Sarah program within the time provided by the order, they may submit a written request to the court to reopen and reschedule this matter. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else, Mr. Morton?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Sanders?
I think that'll be it.
Thank you, Mr. Sanders. Have a wonderful day.
You do also.
Thank you. 213385 LT G&I versus Clifford Adams.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Ian Morton on behalf of, Harbor Club.
Mr. Morton, I don't know why this one is on the side right now. Has Mr. Adams checked in this morning? I don't see him.
Your Honor,
Stacy Ford, I'm sorry, thank you. Stacy Ford for Clifford Adams. Ms. Ford? I'm sorry, Mr. Morton, you were starting to say?
I was going to say that I believe, I know I came back after speaking to Mr. Sanders. I believe there was some communication that Ms. Ford was appearing on behalf of Mr. Clifford Adams. I know no one appeared, according to our records, at the first hearing. I believe there was an inference that Sarah might have, my client believed that Sarah might have been started, but they have not received confirmation. So if Ms. Ford has information on the Sarah application, we would take that 6-digit number, even if Mr. Adams isn't here to confirm that this process began and the matter would be stayed. But again, need to confirm that.
Stacy Ford. She's not responding, Mr. Morton. I don't know if she's not able to unmute herself. I'm going to remove her, but when she comes back, we'll get the Sarah number for him and get the matter stayed, okay?
Understood.
Thank you. Two 13318 LT Country Metals versus George Najjar. Mr. Najjar. Today is the day and time set for the second hearing in this matter. Mr. Morton.
Your Honor, I've not spoken to Mr. Najjar. He did not respond. So at this time, Your Honor, based on Mr. Najjar's failure to appear, we ask that a default judgment for possession only be entered. Rents retained are $1,493.80. Court costs of $164 for a total of $1,657.80, and we can submit that proposed default judgment to the court.
Thank you. Again, this matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning. It is now 9:27 by the court's clock. I have called the name of George Najjar and no one has responded. Inasmuch as defendant has failed to appear for the second hearing and failed to appear for the original hearing on August the 25th, default judgment shall enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant with rent to retain of $1,493.80, court costs of $164 for a total of $1,657.80, rent date of September 13th. Plaintiff's office will submit the judgment to the court electronically for entry. 213323 LT Country Metals versus James Wilkin. This matter was scheduled for a second hearing this morning. The first hearing occurred on August 25th. Plaintiff appeared, defendant failed to appear. Matter scheduled for 9 a.m. It is now 9:29 a.m. by the court's clock. Defendant has not responded to the name being called of James Wilkin. Mr. Morton, how are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, based on Mr. Wilkins' failure to appear, we're asking a default judgment for possession only be entered. Rents retained are $1,046.00. Court costs of $164 for a total of $1,210.00. Again, this is a request for default judgment for possession only.
Tell Ma, give her a call.
I'm sorry, who is that screaming out?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Stacy
Ma'am,
Ford.
no, stop talking and get the Sarah number. I'm gonna call the case next, but I'm in the middle of something else, okay?
Okay.
Again, this is the matter of Country Metals versus James Wilkins. The defendant has failed to appear this morning. Default judgment will enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant with rent to retain of $1,046, court cost of $164 for a total of $1,210. Plaintiff will submit the default judgment to the court electronically. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Morton?
No, Your Honor.
We're back on the record in 213385 LT GI&I 9 Harbor Club of Property versus Clifford Adams. This matter had been called. No, ma'am. This matter had been called for plaintiff to get the Sarah number that Ms. Ford indicates that she has for Mr. Clifford Adams. Ms. Ford, just so you're aware, this court does not usually allow non-attorneys to make any statement in matters that they are not party to. But Mr. Morton has indicated that you have the Sarah number. Please provide that 6-digit number.
241782.
Okay, Mr. Morton?
Yes, Your Honor, a receipt confirmed, and we would have the matter move forward to have it with the stay in place based on the Michigan Supreme Court order.
Thank you. Pursuant to Administrative Order 2020-17, this matter will be stayed for completion of the Sarah application. There is a note in the file that the defendant actually failed to appear this morning and sit in his stead, Tracy Ford. Matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock. It's 9:31 by the court's clock. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Morton?
No, Your Honor.
We're all set. Ms. Ford, you may disconnect again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. This is 213337 LT Country Metals versus Betty Riley.
Yes. This is Alexis. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Alexis Alexander. My grandmother is Betty Riley. When I came to court on the 25th, she's still in the hospital. She gets out on the 7th. I was seeing if I could adjourn that way we could have all documents and everything that I need to show on my behalf.
Mr. Morton.
Your Honor, this is a termination based off of, was it a incident that involved a attempted murder? Was it related to an occupant at the premises? So we have no objection if the court wants to set this matter for a formal trial date. We can then provide the documentation to the court, as we'll likely want to have the time to be able to subpoena the police officer to be present who appeared at that incident.
Miss Alexander.
Yeah.
This matter will be set for formal hearing trial for this landlord tenant matter on September 14th, 2021 at 1:15 p.m.
At 1:15 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am. The court will send notice. If there are any documents that you want the court to consider, you may either mail them to the court, send a copy to plaintiff's attorney, or you can bring them to the court. There's a drop box out front where you can leave that information. Anything you submit to the court also needs to be sent to plaintiff's attorney, okay?
Okay.
Any witnesses will need to be available on that day. The hearing will be conducted by Zoom. We'll be using the same meeting ID number.
Okay, and then the witnesses that I have, are they able to be in the Zoom with me, like here?
Yes, ma'am.
Present? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Morton, in this matter?
No, was it actually the only matter I'd ask, Your Honor, is the belief is that Miss Betty Riley will be available to be present, so she'll have full knowledge of this case.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day, Ms. Alexander.
You too.
This is 213339 LT Rawsonville Woods versus Justin Camilleri. Justin Camilleri. This is the day and time set for the second hearing of this matter. First hearing was on August 25th. Defendant failed to appear. Notice was sent to the defendant on August 26th for him to appear in person 15 minutes before the scheduled hearing. The matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock. It is now 9:35 a.m. by the court's clock. Defendant has failed to appear. There are no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room. Mr. Morton, how do you wish to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, we'd ask a default judgment for possession be entered based on Mr. Camilleri's failure to appear. Rents retained are $1,256.98. Court cost of $164 for a total of $1,420.98. Again, we're asking a default judgment for possession only be entered, and we'll submit this electronically to the court.
Thank you. Matter scheduled for 9 o'clock is 9:35 a.m. by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, default judgment shall enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant with rent to retain of $1,256.98. Court cost of $164 for a total of $1,420.98. Plaintiff's attorney will submit the judgment to the court for entry. This is 213343 LT Rawsonville Woods versus Dasha Lackey. Dasha Lackey. Today is the day and time set for the second hearing in this matter. First hearing was scheduled for August 25th. Defendant failed to appear at that time. Notice was sent to the defendant on August 26th to appear physically at this court building 15 minutes before the scheduled start time. Matter was scheduled for 9 a.m. It is now 9:36 a.m. by the court's clock. There are no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room. Mr. Morton, how do you wish to proceed?
Your Honor, based on the defendant's failure to appear, we're asking a default judgment for possession be entered. Rents retained are $1,687.97. Court cost of $164 for a total of $1,851.97. Again, we're asking for entry of a default judgment for possession only.
Matter scheduled for 9 o'clock. Defendant failed to appear as of 9:36 a.m. Default judgment enter in favor of plaintiff and against defendant with writ to retain of $1,687.97. There's court cost of $164 for a total of $1,851.97. Plaintiff's attorney is to submit the judgment electronically for signature. Mr. Robinson, any update?
No, Judge.
David Bogart, no. Mr. Morton, I haven't been watching to see if your partner has been going into breakout rooms with other tenants.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe that she's been going in and out with a few different tenants.
Mary Ann is wonderful. I looked at the docket this morning. I was like, Mary Ann, just move him in. I don't even want to see him. I don't see Mr. Robinson's other half. We'll keep going the way we're going until Mr. Bogart shows up. You know, nope, you have people waiting. Let me call the people who are here before I go back to the defaults. I'm sorry. I see you people. I see people waiting, and I was just trying to go in the order that I have the files here. Ms. Smirnow.
Yes, ma'am.
213367 LT Trilogy versus Amy Smirnow.
That is myself. Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. I've seen you sitting there ever so patiently, and I was going in numerical order. I said, let me get her out of here.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Polly on behalf of the plaintiff.
Today is the day and time set for the second hearing in this matter. The parties both appeared on August 25th, and the matter was rolled over to this court's default docket. You've had an opportunity to speak this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Smirnow has informed me that she has applied for SERA. She's provided us with her SERA application number. So we're requesting a SERA stay be put in place.
Is that accurate, Ms. Smirnow?
Yes, ma'am.
Pursuant to Administrative Order 2020-17, based on the fact that you've applied for SERA COVID emergency rental assistance, this court is required to enter a stay of this matter. The court's clerk will mail copies of the stay notice to your attention. Please provide whatever documents are requested for the SERA application. If plaintiff does not receive payment from SERA in the time allowed, they can submit a written request for the court to reopen the matter and reschedule it for hearing. Any questions, Ms. Smirnow?
No, ma'am. I think I'm all good.
Thank you so much. Hope not to see you again. Good luck with SERA.
Thank you. I appreciate it, ma'am. You have a great day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you. Samara.
I'm here. I'm Jada Griggs. I'm on somebody's iPhone.
I'm sorry, Janet.
Jada. Jada. Jada.
Your last name is?
Griggs.
Oh, Griggs, thank you. 3414. Ms. Griggs, have you already spoken to the attorney?
No, I haven't. I'm really confused on how to work this Zoom. I'm messaging somebody now, I believe, asking for more time. Yes.
Ms. Griggs, asking for more time for, have you made a Sarah application?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Ms. Griggs, hold on one second. You were sent notice to physically appear at the courthouse this morning.
No, I didn't get any notice. The rental office called and told me 2 days ago about a Zoom meeting, and she gave me this number.
Ms. Griggs, you're going to be put into a breakout room with the attorney for your apartment complex. You're going to go join them in breakout room number 1, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Morton is in there with somebody right now, Judge.
Thank you. Miss Allen, 3386.
Yes.
Have you had the opportunity to speak to the attorneys this morning for your apartment complex?
I spoke to Miss Danielle just briefly.
Do you need more time to speak with her, or are you ready to proceed this morning?
I'm ready to proceed. We've already spoken about everything.
Thank you. This is 213386 LT GINI 9 Harbor Club property versus Kayla Allen.
Good morning, Danielle Pauly on behalf of the plaintiff. This morning, I had a chance to speak with the defendant, and she's provided her SIRA application number and confirmed she's applied for SIRA, so we'd request a SIRA stay be placed.
Is that accurate, Miss Allen?
Yes, it is.
Ms. Allen, you've heard me tell other people that Administrative Order 2020-17 requires that we enter a stay of this matter upon your submission of the SIRA application. You will be sent notice of that in the mail. The matter will be stayed for a period of time. I would encourage you to submit all documents requested by SARA so that they may provide you the assistance. If you have not, or if SARA has not paid your landlord within the time allowed, they can submit a written request to the court to reopen the matter, okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Paglia?
Nothing further.
Anything else, Ms. Allen?
No.
Ms. Allen, you have a wonderful day and good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Mr. Migas, 213433.
Your Honor.
Mr. Migas, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
He hasn't spoken to one of us yet, but I believe Attorney Morton is handling his matter.
Mr. Migas, you're going to see an invitation to join Mr. Morton in the breakout room. Room.
Your Honor, it's Meg is, but on the other hand, yes, I tried, but it is not letting me do it. I do it and nothing happens, but other than I see myself, that's it. When it says enter the breakout room, it's self-explanatory. That's what I do. I'm trying my best, Your Honor. Oh, and it's a pleasure to see you.
Okay, no. Mr. Migas, give me 1 second.
Yes,
it looks
ma'am.
like Mr. Morton is in the breakout room with someone else. You are assigned to the wrong room.
Okay.
When Mr. Morton comes out, we'll get you reassigned to courtroom to breakout room number 1, and you'll get an opportunity to speak with him, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sit tight, we see you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I have to smile.
No,
I
when
wanna-
I saw,
I want to see
after you said
smile.
your name, no, after I saw your name, I thought to myself, I remember your name, and then I remember why. And I'm saying, you're not supposed to be back here. We were resolved. Everything was good.
Yeah, it got resolved between you and I, but my apartment, nothing still got fixed. So, but that's
Then-
okay. I could live with that. You know, I run a 5-star company and I want to keep it that way. I'm working on a guy's house right now. He's putting in a $2 million landscape. The 16-year-old kid's driving a Lamborghini to school.
I'm going
Mr.
to
Migas,
breakout room, Mr. Migas, with Mr. Morton.
Thank you.
Mr. Morton just came out with Mr. Glover.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 213448 LT GI99 Harbor Club versus Joshua Glover and Denise Glover. Appearances, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Ian Morton on behalf of the plaintiff.
State your name, Mr. Glover.
Josh Glover.
Where is Denise Glover?
She's a co-signer on the lease. I wasn't sure if she had to be here or not.
Do you know where she is?
Oh, she's at work.
Okay. This matter was scheduled for a second hearing this morning. The first hearing was August 25th. There was a note in the file that the defendants failed to appear. Parties have now had an opportunity to speak this morning. How are we proceeding, Mr. Morton?
Your Honor, Mr. Glover is in the process of the SARA application. So based on that, we'd have the SARA stay be put in place in regards to Mr. Glover and Miss Denise Glover.
Is that accurate, Mr. Glover?
Correct.
Sir, pursuant to Administrative Order 2020-17, inasmuch as you've made an application for COVID emergency rental assistance, this court is required to stay these proceedings. A copy of that stay will be mailed to your attention. The court would encourage you to submit all documents requested for your application process. If your landlord does not receive payment through the SARA program within the time provided, they may submit a written request to the court to reopen this matter, okay?
Okay.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Morton?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Glover?
That'll be all.
Have a good day, Mr. Glover.
All right.
Good luck
Thank
to
you as well. Thank you.
Mr. Morton, please join Michael Migas in breakout room number 1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Simpson. Was Ms. Griggs going in with Ms. Pagley, or is she in with somebody else?
The attorney is in with Mr. Wilkerson.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, the next one that I have that has already spoken to an attorney is Mr. Hatley. Just to keep you posted.
Wait.
Yeah.
Somehow I got bounced out of that room. I don't know what happened.
I opened it back up.
Simpson. Kiana
Hi.
Simpson.
Hi,
Hi.
Sorry,
My
how are you?
problem is I'm looking for the file. Are you here for a landlord tenant matter this morning?
Yes, I was going to apply for a SARA, but I ended up.
Okay,
just-
wait. No. I'm looking for your file and I don't see your name on my list. Marianne, am I just looking too fast?
I don't see it either, Judge.
I have the case number
Simpson?
if you need it.
That'd be perfect, thank you.
Okay, 213365 LT.
Judge. 365 LT. It's not on my list and Paige is gonna tell me why.
It was dismissed.
Oh, it was dismissed?
Yep.
Oh,
We just
awesome.
got the dismissal for this case.
Oh, awesome. Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Paige. Ms. Simpson, have a wonderful day, okay?
Thanks, you as well.
Bye-bye. David Michael Bogart. Bogart. Okay. So, Marianne, I'm going to pull out Hatley and Victor. Shatoya Victor,
Yes, I am here.
have you talked to the landlord's, your landlord's attorney this morning?
I talked to Danielle.
Thank you. with both of them in, I just can't do defaults, Mary Ann, so. Yes, Mr. Robinson. What, you gonna keep muting yourself?
Judge, how many times have we had that conversation? Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Judge, I did call Mr. Bogart's office. They haven't had contact. Oh. They haven't had contact with him except to say that they believe that he's still at the 16th District Court. So.
Do you have somewhere else to be?
Do I? No, but I have my client and 3 other people here waiting, so.
Oh.
I wasn't sure how the court was going to proceed today, so.
Well, attorney to attorney, when somebody says they're gonna be late, I'm willing to wait as long as you're willing to wait.
Okay.
I'm happy to wait to the end of the docket. If you'd rather not wait, that's fine. Then my question to you would be, how did you want to proceed?
No, Judge, we'll wait.
Okay.
So.
Mary Ann, I'm stepping off for a second, but don't let the attorneys get away, please.
Okay.
And if they come out, get Ms. Griggs in with somebody.
Hey, Mary Ann,
Paige.
did I miss anything happen on Susan Thompson or just Susan Thompson?
No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Danielle?
Yes.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Jada Griggs.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you go back into room 3? Please, thanks.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I had a meeting on August 25th and I couldn't unmute myself, so I missed court and then
Yeah,
they
you're in the
told me to
right.
join.
Yep, you're in the right place. We're just waiting for an attorney to speak with you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's all Paige's fault.
you know, I'll take the blame, Judge.
So I go home and I have the conversation about the court cat. And somebody had the perfect name.
Let's hear it.
Justice.
Oh my gosh, I love it. You have to do it now.
Justice the court cat.
It's perfect. I think Susie would love it.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. Miss Hensley.
Yes,
Have you been in contact with your attorney this morning?
not this morning, no. I was in contact with his office and he is running late. And when we set this up, the other attorney knew that he had another court case and that he would be running late.
Running late is how late though? That's the problem.
That I don't know.
And I was gonna say, I don't expect you to answer that, but you've been on this morning. The court's policy is 15 minutes. We are approaching an hour. I'm not gonna hold Mr. Robinson and his client much longer. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Morton and Mr. Megas, are you ready this morning?
Well, I kind of got lost again. I was going to say, Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Megas, as I can, I'll put it lightly, has a lot he wants to talk about, which I can understand. I think it's appropriate, Your Honor, that, look, I was going to ask Mr. Megas for his best contact number and a good time to talk to him. He also appears to want to have an opportunity to be able to present things to the court, and kind of say his piece a little bit from what he told me. Like I said, I'm not going into either sides right now. I think it's appropriate if the court wants to set this matter for a trial date along with the other matter. In the meantime, I can have an opportunity in between then to talk to him.
Mr. Morton.
Yes.
You're with me a couple times a month, right?
Yes.
And my question to you was, are you ready? and the answer is no, Your Honor. Then I can formally call the case, which is 213433LT GI&I Harbor Club versus Michael Megas. You would both put your appearances on, and then you would launch into, Your Honor, we need a new date. And I would say, okay, Mr. Morton, I've noted your appearance. Mr. Megas, I've noted your appearance. I remember when the parties were here previously. Based on that and Mr. Morton's comments, Mr. Megas, if it's accurate that you're going to need more time and there's evidence that you want to present to the court, is that accurate, Mr. Megas?
Well, it isn't that I said I needed more time. It's just that I was trying to explain to the man, I love the place I live at. Under the circumstances, nothing ever got fixed. And he said, well, why would you want to live there then? To me, these are kind of stupid questions he's asking me. Are you looking at the view that I have here? Can you see it? That's one of the reasons why I like to live here. Not only that, everybody loves me around here, except for the people that work here, because they lie to everybody. But I don't want to get into that right now.
And see, Mr. Megas, that's one. I'm going to say the same thing to you I just said to Mr. Morton. You've been with me before. We've been together a couple of different times for a prior case. And when the court asks a question, and we're not ready. I know you need more time because this is a much more involved thing. The court's going to schedule this matter for a trial on the landlord-tenant complaint. That will be September the 14th by Zoom at 1:30 p.m. If there are documents that you want the court to consider that you think are important to proving your case, you can either mail them to the court with a copy to Mr. Morton's office, or you may physically bring a copy to the court, file it at the counter, or leave it in the court's drop box. Whatever you submit to the court for consideration has to be sent to the Palace law office as well. Understood?
Real quick, yeah, I understand that. But the one thing, and keep smiling, please. I'm paid in full right now, and the only thing I'm behind on is these late fees. And I was going to ask you if you could kindly waive them, and that would put me perfect today. I don't owe him a dime. That's my whole, I don't even know why I was buying the court.
I'm going to go on a limb and think that I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to go into it. What I'll say is.
I just paid $2,400. I just paid $2,400 about 2 weeks ago. And now all of a sudden, like they're claiming I owe them an additional $300. And I thought there was a moratorium. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. You are. You're you know, you guys are the law.
And see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And Mr. Morton will present a ledger. You'll present proof of your payments. We'll look at the
Okay,
lease,
that's
which is
fine.
not in the file, and whatever the lease says about late fees. And if your issue is that your rent should be a different amount because of these repairs, and we're having that conversation again,
That's
we will
fine.
have it on September 14th. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Your Honor, if I
welcome.
could
You
just,
too.
if I could
Good
just
to
get
see
Mr.
you.
Magus's phone number?
734-444-9924.
9924. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And have a great
Mr.
day, everyone.
You too, sir. Thank you. Mr. Bogart, are you stepping out of the hearing or are you ready?
I'm ready, and I apologize for being late, Your Honor.
No worries. Have you talked to Mr. Robinson today?
I have not spoke with him today.
Hey, Dave.
Would that
Hi,
be
Mr. Robinson.
beneficial
Hi,
this
Steve.
morning?
Mr. Robinson, is there anything else that if you want to talk, I can certainly do that?
Yeah, Judge, my client sitting here next to me. Judge, yeah, Dave and I have been, well, working on this. To be perfectly frank with the court, my client has secured housing, but
Mr. Robinson, if it's anything other than you don't need to speak this morning, I'll call the case.
okay, we don't need to speak.
Okay. Has someone been in with Ms. Griggs yet?
I'm doing that right now.
Thank you. Mr. Morton, sit tight. This is the only case they have. If other of your tenants show up, Marianne will put you in a breakout room. I'll take your defaults when we get done with this matter. This is 213305 LT, Deborah Hensley versus Cynthia Cady. Appearances,
And good
please.
morning.
Yes,
Good morning,
Judge.
Your Honor. David Bogart appearing on behalf of Ms. Hensley, who appears via Zoom technology. She consents to appearing via Zoom and waives her physical appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Steve Robinson appearing on behalf of Cynthia Cady, who is seated to my right.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled this morning on a second hearing on a complaint for termination of tenancy. My question to the parties had been, are they ready to proceed? And the answer is Mr. Bogart.
Yes, we are ready to proceed.
Mr. Robinson, are you ready to proceed?
Actually, no, Your Honor. I do have, well, let me qualify that by saying, is the court asking we're ready to proceeding with a trial on this matter?
Yes, sir.
Well, then I guess, Judge, we can proceed on it, but I'm not sure how the court wants to do it, as I have witnesses here.
I would swear them in and take testimony. Are there documents that you want the court to consider?
There are, Judge. I guess one of the things I wanted to bring to the court's attention, and I don't know if we want to do it on the record or not, in terms of potential resolution to this matter.
Your Honor, that'd be up
I
or
somewhat
if the
alluded
court
to it
wants
before the
to
court
bring
held.
Mr. Robinson and I to his chambers.
I'm sorry.
You were talking over each other, so I couldn't hear what you said.
I apologize. I said if Mr. Robinson wants to speak with you and me, the court and myself in chambers, I'm not opposed to that. If the court has that kind of time.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to sit at my secretary's desk because the microphones are going to pick up everything. She'll take us off of YouTube and stop recording so we can have a quick conversation. In the interim, Ms. Griggs needs to get in with someone. I'm not sure what happened with that.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.